Have you ever dreamt of flying? Truly flying, as if you were Superman going through the sky. Ever since I was a kid, I used to dream of this feeling, where I was the hero and I had my arms stretched out and I was going wherever I wanted to go. Now insert DJI releasing the new Avata 2 FPV drone. Now, as an adult, this experience can be felt. However, at nearly $2,000, is it worth the money? Have they created something that anybody can use? And is this gonna make me feel like a kid again? Now, my fascination with drones started a few years ago when I went skydiving for the first time. For the people that have gone skydiving, you'll understand this experience. It is incredibly freeing, and it was the view that inspired me to get my first drone. It was motivated by my passion of photography. I wanted to be able to capture a perspective that only someone like Superman with a camera could actually take. But it did leave me wanting more. And coincidentally, around the corner there was a new craze going on. It was cinematic FPV flying, and I was hooked. Not only can you get the perspective of flying like Maverick, but you are also locked into the drone through the goggles, tricking the brain as if you were up there, moving through the air at speed. However, I was a little bit hesitant because I'm a photographer. It's not exactly a tool for me to use since it's more specified for video, and I really just wanted to have it for fun. However, once I started making YouTube videos, all of a sudden I found a purpose for it. I could justify to buy it for fun. However, spoiler alert, I should have done it a lot sooner. However, I was a little bit nervous because at the time, the original Avata was released and it had its flaws. So I was looking more at the custom market. However, I found that it was incredibly overwhelming. It was very complicated and the cost was very high as well. For me to figure out if FPV flying was worth it, I decided to wait. Now with the new Avata 2, all the reviews said that this was going to be a very easy drone to start on. It had a lot of assists that were built into the drone to help you learn the muscle memory to fly in full manual mode. So for a beginner like me, I thought this was perfect. A low barrier to entry and a simplified design. I couldn't have predicted a better opportunity to start this journey. Now what I'm finding with this experience is that the learning curve of flying FPV, even in a very good and easy drone like this, is that it is very difficult. I find that I really like to challenge myself. Things like YouTube, photography and videography, I really enjoy learning new skills, and what makes an FPV drone incredibly unique is the fact that you can fly in full manual mode. Essentially controlling the throttle and how the drone moves in the air. It's a really good, challenging skill, but once you get it, it is incredibly rewarding. However, it took me a while to get the hang of this. My first flight, I crashed my drone in the first 10 minutes.
Oh.
I gave it to my friend Albert, who has never flown before, and he was flying better than me. But this drone drove me to practice more from my first flight. I took it out on the second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day. By the end of the week, I was flying with no assists, moving low to the ground and through the gaps in fences and tree groves. I feel like I could go anywhere with confidence. I attempted high dives and flips. It made me feel incredible. It made me feel like a kid again with this new toy. Now, what makes this experience truly unique is the fact that you'll be flying in the drone, literally flying through the sky. Everyone knows what that means, but unless if you have tried FPV flying, you have no idea what it feels like. To have your eyes in the drone, watching through these goggles, you have complete control of wherever you go and whatever you want to do in the air. It is truly an insane feeling. It is the most freedom that you can feel while being surged with adrenaline. You truly do feel like a superhero. However, what makes this drone truly priceless are the reactions that you get from the people that you share it with. To be able to share this experience with Albert and allow him to put on the goggles and fly for the first time, his reaction was amazing. It was pure joy. And then later on, I gave the goggles to my dad and I was flying on my phone, and to hear him laugh and genuinely have this sense of joy of being able to fly and see this view that someone in his generation would never even conceive of such technology. It's amazing to be able to provide that for somebody. And the above all highlight was giving my goggles to my nonna, someone who is 80 years old, and giving them the experience of truly a lifetime. Someone who grew up through the internet and mobile phones. She was now strapped into a drone, basically, and flying above her house. She was genuinely amazing. Her reaction to it says it all.
Ah! Ah! No, Julia! So beautiful! No! Oh, my roof, the neighbor too! Yeah. Wow, look at my house!
Her only words after that clip was that the future is here. Honestly, don't sleep on this opportunity. It's 100% worth it. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more.